Agile Manifesto principles. So the first principles is individuals and interactions. In agile development, self-organization and motivation are important, as are interactions such as co-location and pair programming. So very important feature of agile development is pair programming. Working software. Demo working software is considered as the best means of communication with the customer to understand their requirements instead of just depending on documentation. So instead of just depending on documentation, demo working software is considered as the best means of communication. So when the customer's requirements are understood, what happens? A demo working software is made, rather than just going on writing the requirements or documenting the requirements. Customer collaborations. As the requirements cannot be gathered completely in the beginning of the project due to various factors, continuous customer interaction is very important to get proper product requirements. So unlike the waterfall model where you had to compulsorily give the requirements at the beginning itself, Agile model knows that it is not practically possible for the customer to give the requirements at the beginning. So it will communicate with the customer. So regular meetings will be conducted with the customer. The developer will conduct meetings with the customer regularly so that it can give its requirements whatever are needed, so add-on requirements to get proper product requirements. Responding to change. Agile development is focused on quick responses to change and continuous development. Agile uses adaptive approach where there is no detailed planning and there is clarity on future tasks only in respect of what features need to be developed. There is a feature driven development and the team adapts to the changing product requirements dynamically. The product is tested very frequently through the release in iterations, minimizing the risk of any major failure in the future. So again and again the project is tested and there is no problem for changings or for development. So in certain processes, changes can lead to cost increase, changes can lead to system architecture can get into a problematic thing in the previous model. But in this model there is nothing like that. Nothing will be occurring to the system architecture. No problem will be occurring to the any hardware or any software component. No problem will happen. You can change the model also. So it is changing to the model, is responding to the change very nicely. Agile uses adaptive approach where there is no detailed planning and there is no clarity on future tasks only in respect of what features need to be developed. So it is a feature driven development. Then the team will adapt to changing products also. What is the advantages? Working through pair programming produces well-written, compact programs which has fewer errors as compared to programmers working alone. So the method is pair programming method, where you will produce a code which will be compact and have fewer errors rather than a single programmer working alone. It reduces total development time of the whole project. Customer representative get the idea of the adapted software products after each iteration, so it is easy for him to change any requirements if needed. Disadvantages: due to lack of formal documents, it creates confusion and important decisions taken during different phases can be misinterpreted at the time of different team members. So there is no formal documentation, just a working model is presented. Therefore, because of lack of documentation, there can be a misinterpretation at any time between different team members. Due to absence of proper documentation, when project completes and developers are assigned to another project, maintenance of developed project can also be a problem because you don't know what software you have used, how you have processed the project, then all. You made it at that time, but you did not write it, your methodology, then it can cause a problem.